everyone? It's John Link at Apache Village RV Center. It's hot today in Hazelwood, Missouri. We had a heat index of 116 yesterday, 80% humidity. It's unbelievable right now, so I apologize ahead of time for the fact that I am sweating to death through this whole video. I have the air conditioner running on the inside to try to cool it off a little bit, but it's still 90 degrees inside the camper. So we're gonna go over some of the features of literally not only my favorite fifth wheel that exists on the planet right now, but in my opinion, my favorite RV that sits on this lot, and that is the 382 FL/RV Jayco North Point. This North Point right here is a front living room design. Some of the big enhancements this year we're going to go over. One of the major ones, we've moved to a wide body design now on the North Points. You used to have to be in a Pinnacle to get that, a Jayco Pinnacle. So we're on a 102-inch beam on this Jayco North Point now, giving you that wide body feel on the interior, which is unbelievable. Total game changer here. We now have two different lines of products within the Jayco lineup that offer that wide body feel on the floor plan. So despite the temperatures, we're going to pull through this. Let's go over some of the enhancements we see on these new 2024 models. All right, folks. So the first thing I mentioned, the 102-inch beam on this, 102 inches wide now on the North Point. Let me talk about the next thing. This used to be an option on the North Point. It was something you had to option when we would order the unit, and it was essentially called the dry camping package. You would get 3 40-pound propane tanks. 1, 2, and the third one's on the other side. And guess what? That is now standard. So every single one of these units comes with 120 pounds of propane. That is amazing, because what that means is you're going to spend less of your free time with your family out camping, refilling propane tanks. You can be on the road for weeks and not have to worry about anything. Part of the other reason that's incredible is because we have moved up to now a 16-gallon DSI water heater or our Truma tankless water heater. So you can have either option on here. They come standard with the 16-gallon DSI, but this Truma right here is going to consume a little bit more propane, so that's the way to go. If you have all of this propane on board, a lot less of your time is going to be spent refilling propane tanks, while that is reheating an endless supply of water for you. All right, if you notice, I've changed shirts, looking a little less sweaty. Sun's a little lower. That's because the next day I gave up yesterday. It was a little hot. A little too hot. 116 heat index. Today is supposed to be 118. So here we are bright and early to wrap up this video. Instead of wearing a dark shirt, I got the light shirt. I'm prepared today. This is good. We're good to go. So let's continue where we left off. I believe the last thing I was talking about were the propane tanks, the water heater. We're starting to make our way back. So frameless windows still present on our North Point. We order all of ours with the slide toppers as well. It's just something at a luxury level fifth wheel that you should have, in our opinion. Now, something else to take a look at that is so cool about this floor plan. There's an unbelievable amount of storage. This raised bedroom in the rear, and what that allows us to do is have pass-through storage. Most of the folks I've sold these to are either extreme part-timers or full-time RVers. So storage is something you need. You need as much storage as humanly possible to take all your stuff with you on the road. So having this pass through along with an additional pass through to the rear right here, we have a lot of storage, folks. The other side of that wall is the outside kitchen, which we'll get to in a little bit, but an incredible amount of storage. Moving down here, we have our SantaCon Turbo waste evacuation system. So that allows us to be able to quickly process the contents of our black tank. 6-point hydraulic leveling system. And then last year, we moved away from the Goodyear Beast tires, and now we have the Uniroyals. 16 ply, they're 17.5-inch rims. Really, really, really nice tires with a good deep tread on them. Look at that. And then next to that, of course, you can see our MORryde suspension, the CRE 3000, which is part of the 5-star handling system on this unit. All North Points this year as well come with the Dexter ABS system. So this has anti-lock brakes. If you want to get a step further than that, we want to have the safest, smoothest riding unit out there. You can jump up and get disc brakes, and also have independent suspension. So these are suspended on leaf springs. The independent suspension option is going to get rid of the drum brakes, add disc brakes, and get rid of leaf springs entirely. And each wheel will have its own independent suspension, just like your car or truck does. All right, we got the sweat going now. Moving forward, I want to take a look at the front compartment here from the driver's side. Not much change going on in the wet bay. Something's broke, don't fix it, right? This is a really, really nice setup that Jayco's had for a few years now. We have our auto leveling system here built by Lippert. Water pump availability when you're going to winterize, you just hook right up. Check out this diagram. Set your valves to winterize. Hook up to the winterization. Go ahead and hit that switch and turn on your water pump and you're winterizing. Hook up for an additional solar panel out here, black tank flush, your city water hookup, outside shower, and then directions on how to use your leveling system, as well as your inline water filter right here. Now moving to the compartment, we have an 1800 watt inverter right next to our drinking system reservoir. So there's a 5-gallon jug here. This hooks up to your ice maker, as well as the little spigot that's right next to your sink, so that you don't have to bring cases of bottled water anymore. You have this nice big reservoir that comes with you, and you don't have all that waste. We're trying to be green these days, folks, right? So we don't have all that waste and throwing away bottled water. You have a big, nice 5-gallon reservoir for fresh drinking water. So we mentioned the 5-star handling system earlier. Moving up front, we have this wonderful MORryde pin box. This pin box is going to eliminate chucking. We get so much good feedback on these pin boxes. If you look here, the suspension system in this pin box allows this plate to move backwards and forwards, eliminating chucking. We have all our hydraulics up front, your battery compartments. I mentioned earlier the 3 40-pound bottles. Here's your other 40-pound bottle. Coming into the passenger side compartment here, we're gonna have some hookups for TVs and 110. We also have our bag for the onboard vacuum system, which I'll show you. Now this particular unit does not have solar panels. If it did, your solar readout screen by GoPower would be right here. We also have a nice little cap to run all of our wires and cords through here and have our door shut. Spray port located right to the left of that. Moving along past our wonderful vacuum bonded walls, we're coming up to one of my favorite features. So let's pop this open, get a look at the other side of our passenger storage compartment, and then we'll take a look at the reason why the additional door I showed you on the driver's side is not a pass-through. So this has one of the coolest outside kitchen setups I've ever seen. Look at that. So we have a sink that's plumb to the gray tank, hot and cold water. We have a small cube fridge, an awesome Jayco bottle opener that I would put to good use. A little spot for all of your cooking utensils. This big old 22-inch griddle with a grease trap and 3 burners. And this extends out, I don't know if you can see here, but it is a large cooking setup. Really, really cool. Now moving around to the back of the vehicle. All these Jaycos are going to have ladders. All these Jaycos are going to have a 3,000-pound hitch with a 300-pound tongue weight. See that little sticker there? You can put your four-wheeler, your flatbed. I have folks that tow small John boats with them. It is a 2-inch receiver with a 4-pin harness ready to go so that your lights on your trailer work. 4-step MORryde step above stairs with the 0 gravity hinges, so these lift right up. I would put them up, but we've got another unit right here. These are so easy, folks. You can take 2 fingers, shoot, you can take 1 finger and lift that right up and flip it right into the doorway. Now something else cool that Jayco came out with this year. Check this out. Little magnet to secure that. There you go. There's your handrail. So it secures nice and tight to the side. It's very sturdy. You know, we were always either adding handrails to the steps via these bolts or adding maybe a bigger handrail to the customer specifications. Now you've got a full handrail that goes to the bottom of the stairs. That is a full length handrail attached to the sidewall that goes all the way up. All you have to do to retract it, as you're pulling that, notice this, and then pop it right into the sidewall. Put your pin in and you're done. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but I can do it. There we go. Also want to mention, all these Jaycos have a 4-camera observation system, so a spot on the back where we're able to mount a camera. Come up here, you have side marker cameras, so we can see our blind spots. One here, one on this side, and then a security camera right over your entry door. Right there. And back in the day, aka 2 years ago, used to show campers ways to jump their 7-pin adapters with blade fuses or a little U-shaped wire to allow them to bypass having their headlights on for their camera screen to work inside. There is now a security switch on the wall inside the bedroom that allows you to fire up that screen and be able to use it when you're on the interior and truly use it as a security system designed to be that. Beautiful front cap with our lights and the big window up front. Let's go ahead and head inside and check out the best part of this camper. This is why we love this 382 FLRB. And look at these baggage doors. Thick insulated baggage doors, nice slam latches. Paired with our vacuum bonded walls, these walls are made 16 minutes under 144 tons of pressure in a giant vacuum bonding machine at the Jayco factory. Almost everybody else out there right now is using pinch-rolled walls, which is a cheaper, faster way to make a wall. And guess what? Leaves you a lot more susceptible to delamination. These walls are rock solid. Unbelievably thick fiberglass with extremely dense foam core insulation, warranted for full-time living. Jayco isn't shy about that. Absolutely, take this out, live in it, travel in it full-time. That's what it's for. Go have fun with your family. You know, I've sold these to the one family that always stands out in my mind. They're professional rodeo families. They travel around, they go to rodeos all over the country. They are in this 100% of the time. That is what they do. And they have had nothing but good feedback. They love them. They're built correctly, the way they should be for full-time living. And the climate package and insulation on it is absolutely incredible. So if you're looking for a full-time living solution, look no further than the 382 North Point. Folks, we're in the air conditioning. Life is good. So I set this AC last night. I'm actually really impressed with this because it was not cool last night. It stayed in the 90s overnight. I only have the front AC running, all the ducts open up here. I have it running on high. I set it to 70 and you can see just with one AC running, 76 degrees. I have it set to 70, it's 76 degrees, which is pretty impressive. I was kind of shocked, to be honest, when I came down here this morning how good it felt in here. But as I mentioned yesterday, this unit is absolutely incredible. When people come to the dealership and they kind of say, hey, before I leave, I've had a great time today hanging out with you. Before I leave, I want to see the coolest unit that's on your lot. I think a lot of them assume I'm going to show them, you know, a tag axle Fleetwood diesel motorhome that costs $500,000 or something like that. That's not my answer. I'm always like, you have to come see this fifth wheel we have. This is the coolest fifth wheel on the planet. I love this floor plan. It's something I would love to own someday, and they're absolutely amazing. we're standing in it. So let's go through the interior of this. You know, right when you walk in the entry door, you're coming into just an amazing setup for the kitchen. You have your big old 21 square foot, there's 21 cubic foot rather. 21 square foot would be pretty interesting, a little flat. 21 cubic foot GE residential refrigerator with your ice maker and water dispenser. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside here. So all these trays, freezer on the left, fridge on the right, ice maker up top, and a nice little water filter. So we do have a water filter, even though we're using the jug to feed this, the little jug in the storage compartment. So that jug feeds this spigot here and your ice maker and water spigot as well. So moving along, residential style appliances throughout, folks. We have a big old convection microwave, a 4-burner stove with a big oven. This is not an RV oven. This is a residential style oven. People always joke around with corny RV joke, "Yeah, you're not putting a turkey in that oven." Well, you can in this one, that's for sure. Moving around the island here, we have this nice black hardware, big old single sink that you can actually fit pots into and large items you need to clean. Go through these cabinets. We have nice pull-out drawers here, folks, which is a really nice feature to have. You can store your pots and pans there if need be. And then a nice spot for a trash can. And all these drawers, if you look here, these are true 4-sided drawers. Some of the competition is going to say, "Oh, we have 4-sided drawers." Your face shouldn't count as a side of a drawer. This is a side, this is a side, this is a side, this is a side. This is a face. 4-sided drawers. All hardwood too. Coming over here, we're going to have our switch for that freshwater drinking system I was talking about. So this switch activates the pump that pumps water from that big Culligan jug up front to this baby right here. Slide out to our right is going to have a small dinette with a wireless charger for your phone. And this is our power tower as well with USB-C and USB. Set your phone there. There you go, it's charging. Emergency exit, big old windows, tons of natural light. We have some storage on the side, little cabinets here. And then in line with all the other Jayco fifth wheels, you're able to pull this out and use this extension. You're gonna have 2 matching folding chairs with the same upholstery, wood folding chairs that are stored under the bed if you have guests. You do have seating for 4 around the table. Beautiful pendant lighting here too. You take a look, they've gone the extra mile and given you this beautiful lighting. It's very bright in here. We do have the new white cabinets throughout this unit that are detailed, if you look quickly, or look closely rather, kind of a black pinstripe to them. So this new decor is in all the 2024s. It looks really nice. It has a nice clean finish to it. And I really like it. It just brightens things up in here. You know, with all the LED lighting as well, really shows well. Coming over here, we have tons and tons of pantry storage. I mean, it's just cabinets upon cabinets. And then down here we have a nice cabinet door to dress that up so we don't have our circuit box showing. A couple other things I'd like to mention. I've touched on that air conditioner. Listen how quiet it is. That is the Whisper Quiet AC system, made possible by this Jayco exclusive duct system. So the Helix duct system's 40% quieter. I have these running on high right now, and you can barely hear them humming. It's also made possible by a 6-inch Magnum Truss roof. It is the strongest roof in the industry. It's built like a house. Literally a truss system in here, just like a home. Allows us to pack more insulation in there. Makes for a quieter, better insulated RV in general. These are true Whisper Quiet ACs. Also like to mention, not only is this a convection microwave, but there's an air fry setting, folks. So no longer do you need to use up your precious space bringing an air fryer with you. This is your air fryer. We can use this as a sensor microwave. I have one at home similar to this, and we didn't know just how awesome this thing would be and how much we would use it until we got one. And I'll tell you what, we use it all the time. So having that air fry setting and the combination cook where it activates the convection microwave and the microwave setting at the same time is absolutely incredible. Then not only that, we have a half bath. So when you're coming in and out and you're at the campground, what's going to happen if you had to go to the bathroom back there? You're going to be tracking dirt all over the floor, trying to get to the bathroom back there, coming in and out. The kids are running in and out, etc. The only place you could put a little rug right here, or a runner or something. You've got a 5-foot step and you are in the restroom right here, which is a really nice feature. You have a full medicine cabinet, sink, additional storage, nice LED accent lighting, and of course a fan there for some ventilation. And then right above that, for the kitchen, we're going to have an additional fantastic fan with a little remote here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. We don't need to be sucking this 100-degree air into this camper, so we're going to shut that. And we'll look at the front of this beautiful beast. All right, moving right along. We come up to this small stairway, going up into the living room. We have a little panel here with a couple switches, outlets, some light switches. We have our Truma controller here where we can control the temperature of our tankless water heater. No, what does this switch do? There we go. Now, one of the reasons this is cool, it offers a little bit of privacy between the two rooms. Kind of a little bit more of a partition, makes the unit feel more residential. You know, that's what I love about this unit. Bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, living room. So it feels a little more residential instead of sort of like a lot of fifth wheels. You know, with the front living room floor plan, it doesn't feel like you're sitting in your combo living room / kitchen. It is totally separate. Living room, kitchen, and a partition right here. Now we have a TV on this side. I also have a TV on this side. And this is a 4K smart TV from Insignia, right above a massive JBL sound system that really does a good job. You know, I think over the years, we've had some sound bars that are in RVs that, you know, it might say JBL on it, but doesn't necessarily live up to the name. This one is incredible. It's fired up. Little Steve Miller Band. Turn it on. I already have my phone linked to it. You can see it saying hello to me. It's disconnected right now, but it should link up in just a second. There we go. And the sound quality. Not gonna lie, this is the first time a sound bar has impressed me in a fifth wheel or travel trailer. This is a legitimate sound system here. It sounds amazing. And I'm gonna have to hit up my rep at Jayco and talk to him about this. But it sounds like there's a subwoofer in here. If there's not, this thing absolutely rocks. It's ridiculous. They used to have a subwoofer that hid in here, but I'm not seeing it. And I can't believe how good the sound quality is. It's shaking the floor when I have it turned up. But I digress. I'm a music guy, so I could sit here and do this for the next 4 hours. Let's go ahead and talk about this living room up here. So the mega beds here, we have these gigantic trifold couches. These are 73 inches wide. They will pull all the way out. You have tons of space to sleep extra people in here. And once again, we have that residential feel. Bedroom all the way back there, guests all the way up here. They have their own bathroom, you have your own bathroom. We have a wonderful unit here that's great for a couple if you're traveling around and going all over the country. Or if you have the occasional guests, they're gonna have some privacy. You put the TV up. I know it's not fully sealed off here, but I mean, you've really got some privacy up here with this big old TV. Not only that, you have some electric heated massage chairs right here. Theater seating. You're able to remove this little armrest here if need be. But hit a button. And now we can enjoy a movie, relax here by our big front window. We're having a good time. Look up the ceiling here. We're already equipped with a wireless gateway from WineGuard. Just hit that button to activate it. The only thing that's missing is your SIM card, so you just go to your cell provider. AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and WineGuard has their own thing too, but you just need the SIM card to go in there, sign up for a plan, and you now have Wi-Fi in this wonderful fifth wheel. Looking down here, big old electric fireplace. 4,777 BTU electric heater. So what does that mean? I know we have 120 pounds of propane on board, but man, it still sucks filling them up. So I would be using this a lot. If it's cold outside, I might turn my furnace on to get the temperature up to where I want it. After that, I'm gonna cut that furnace off, and this is gonna do a great job of heating the area right up here and keeping things nice and warm. All right, moving right along. We have this nice storage here on either side of the theater seats. Tons of storage for books and magazines, whatever. They have switched to this nice, comfortable microfiber furniture that's in here now, and I really like it. You know, I do like leather furniture, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going to be sleeping on something and I'm pulling this out and turning it into a tri-fold bed, you know, you have to have a sheet that lays down on something that's made out of leather, or it just doesn't feel comfortable to me. Let's say you aren't totally prepared, but you had a guest come unexpectedly, you don't have the sheets you need or whatever, I don't know. I wouldn't mind sleeping on this surface. It's not gonna be sticky or sweaty or anything like that. It's really comfortable. They also updated these window dressings. They look really nice. All of this just all gels so well. Stacy Stewart is their interior designer. This whole room just looks incredible. I love the contrast of the gray cabinets with the white fascia on the slide outs. The pinstripes in the cabinets. All just looks very clean. Coming down the steps now into the kitchen, I almost forgot to mention the onboard vacuum system I showed you outside. So right here, you flip this up, you sweep dirt into it, and suck it right up. There you go. And then you have this hose attachment right here. There's a hose under the bed in the bedroom that allows you to hook that up. It'll reach anywhere in the camper, so you can clean the entire camper, reach throughout and vacuum up the whole camper from that spot right there. Making our way towards the bedroom, we have a nice spot to shove the dog's water bowl out of the way or kick your shoes under there, whatever you feel you want to use that space for. And we have a nice coat closet here with little rare earth magnets. You can store your brooms in here. It's really tall. Use it as a coat closet, etc. And then all of these flip down in case you wanted to use it as additional storage shelving. Just another really neat, smart, engineered feature here. And then to our right by the entry door, we have the BM Pro unit we're all familiar with from over the years that controls everything in this unit. I hooked my phone up to this yesterday. Works flawlessly with the app on your phone. You're able to use this to control basically everything you need on the camper. Nice big wardrobe in the bedroom here. So you have his and hers on either side. Full extension drawers, not the 2/3 extension, so these come all the way out. Got this nice place to sit here, put your shoes on. The security camera button, I mentioned this outside earlier. So this allows me to hit this button, it's actually on right now, and turn on my screen for my backup camera. So I can take that backup camera screen, set it right here on this little pedestal next to my king size bed. If I hear something weird outside or somebody's trying to break into the camper, God forbid, I can flip this switch and boop, I've got power to my camera now and can see what's going on outside. All 4 cameras will activate. Additional wardrobe and storage. We have these awesome barn door pocket doors here to the bathroom and the entry to the bedroom. Once again, just a really neat, clean look from Jayco. Tons of AC ducts. We have 4 ducts in here. And then obviously an additional slide out with little Bluetooth controllers. My favorite button on this Bluetooth controller is the all exterior and all interior. So if you go to bed and you forgot to turn something off, you just hit that button and you've killed all the lights in here. Plug in your cell phone right above that. Tons of nice windows. If it's a beautiful night outside, you turn on the ceiling fan out there in the kitchen and get some good airflow going and take advantage of that nice breeze. And also, I forgot to mention when I was coming up the stairs here, we have voice activation. All the Pinnacles and all the North Points have this. Check this out. Jayco, interior lights. Interior lights. Pretty cool. By the way, we are over that storage area. I mentioned I would show you what I was talking about. Obviously, you come up the steps, it's like, well, why is the bedroom raised up? That's how they accomplish getting all that pass-through storage. All your storage in your outside kitchen's built under this floor right here. But coming back into the bathroom, pop open this cabinet. We have a gigantic cabinet here. Now, flip this up and take a look right there. There's our stack for the washer and dryer. So we can get a full-size stackable unit right here in this. You would be sacrificing some space, in my opinion. You know, this is pretty critical storage space, but really nice that you can fit that entire thing in here and still have some storage space, actually a little bit over the top of the stackable washer and dryer. We have an additional fan in the bathroom, then a really nice shower with a teakwood seat, big old shower head, plenty of height here for our taller folks, and just a really nice clean looking shower wall as well. Turning back around here, we have his and hers bowl sinks, and then a big old countertop right here with 2 windows. And cabinets throughout. Place to hang some hand towels, put all your toiletries in here. These are really nice soft closed drawers. Oh, that one didn't close. There you go. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. You got to close them for them to close. And then our SaniCon system, obviously, back here. So, porcelain pot with the SaniCon turbo macerator system. We also have some additional towel holders up here. But yeah, this unit is just unbelievable. It's on the longer side. Obviously, to get this many cool features, we're going to be in a big unit. But nothing might be other than our seismic 4113 fifth wheel. That's a little bit down the line out there. Nothing grabs as much attention at the RV shows as this fifth wheel. It's just an unbelievable unit. Such a cool floor plan. I really don't have many criticisms. It's just really well thought out, really well designed, and the coolest front living room. I love that they turn the front living room around, by the way, because you can have that windshield back there. Instead of having a TV there, why not have a windshield? And then plus, you know, you're kind of facing your guests more so. If there's people hanging out in the kitchen and stuff like that, you're able to have conversation a little bit better than if you were facing this way. So I just think it's really cool that they thought, hey, let's design it where the flow is towards the center of the unit. But folks, if you have questions, comment below in the comments section. We would love to earn your business here at Apache Village RV Center in Hazelwood. Come see us anytime. Give us a call if you have questions. We're here to help, and we'd love to earn your business. Talk to you later. Thank you.